Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting. We appreciate it. And I am Victoria. I am your host, and today we are playing Kids on Bikes. Oh, wait, you know what? Is my sound on?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
hear you.
okay, good.
On
I had
Twitch.
the wrong microphone on.
Oh, you might have been quiet. My volume's down anyways.
Okay, so now we're here. But anyway, I have my better mic and you can hear me better now. So welcome. We are going to go around. We're going to introduce everyone. Everyone's going to tell us who they are, what they do, where we can find them. And let's start with Liz.
Hello! First of all, thank you to everyone on the stream for being so patient, because it's mostly my fault. My name is Liz Anderson, and I am a writer for Jackbox Games and a contributor at The Onion, and I also am currently on the podcast campaign with the One Shot Podcast Network. And yeah, if you want to find me, I'm on Twitter at Liz Anderson ____. It's
Wow.
that.
Markia.
Hey, I'm Markia McCarty. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Markia McCarty. I'm a host and producer for Hunters Entertainment. So we do, you can find me on Tuesdays and Saturdays, either playing campaigns. We're on the tail end of Outbreak Undead, zombie survival horror. That'll be actually after this game. That starts at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And on Saturdays, I host Hunters Gathering, where we have a chill, laid back time where we talk about the games with Hunters Entertainment and then just what it's all about, like being in the gaming industry in general. And we do like variety things, including upcoming in the first week in September, we're going to have a musical guest on. Really looking forward to that, Jason Charles Miller. And for this Saturday, we're going to be going over the finale of our Outbreak Undead. But then also we will be doing an Altered Carbon deep down character creation. So if you wondered how to like crunch those numbers, we are doing that Saturday, 6 p.m. PT. So yeah, hope you join us.
And B.
Hello. My name is B. You can find me on Twitter as at B_Zelda. As another member and fan of the, or just blanked, One Shot Network, One Shot Podcast Network, One Shot Network. That's the place where Liz, Victoria, and myself often frequent. I show up there if you look up the Broadswords. It's a pretty cool podcast. All women, non-binary, actual play podcast. I'm a streamer, I'm a professional GM. If you look up Magpie Games Create a Play program, I would be happy to run a game for you of a Root or Bluebeard's Bride. Tonight, I am going to be reprising my role on Twitch for the Salty Sweet Games channel as my 10,000 bugs in the shape of a wallaby. That is for the Burn Bright game. 10,000 bugs, all shaped like one wallaby with a bunch of guns in their little wallaby belly. It's what I do. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on the Utopia channel playing, I think it's the RPG of Cats the movie, but I've never seen Cats.
Oh, wow.
So
this exists?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter to hear about how terrifying it is.
I'm so excited for you.
That it will be an experience.
That's the word. It'll be an experience.
And then we have Doug, who is co-designer of this game and many others. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself, Doug?
Sure. I'm Doug Lewandowski. I am a freelance game designer from New Jersey. I am wearing this hat because of my character. And I have worked on Kids on Bikes, Teens in Space, Kids on Brooms, Aunt Agatha's Attic, which is a recent card game that I put out. With Chronicle Books, and I am very, very excited to be here and actually get to play instead of GM a game of Kids on Bikes.
Yeah, and you know what? There's nothing at all terrifying about GMing for the designer of a game. Nothing at all. I DM'd for Chris Perkins once, and that was terrifying.
So
It's Chris Perkins. It's terrifying.
So much fun though, but yeah.
Well, I'll be completely honest. It's super intimidating playing with like for people who stream regularly, I'm a little nervous about my
You got
my
the
RPG
hat though,
stuff.
so
I
like
got the hat, right?
you're
I'm
good.
fully
You're
committed to
basically a
everything I do.
professional streamer now.
Yeah, you have the hat and the shirt. You're solid.
It's streaming, baby.
No, rock those lobsters.
All right, so we are playing Kids on Bikes, and we are going to be playing a module from the Strange Adventures Volume 2, which was nominated for Annie this year. And let's kind of get into it a little bit. So, Kids on Bikes, Doug, why did you really want a quick pickup in game? Why did you and John decide that that's the route you wanted to go for a game?
Yeah, so when we were starting to work on it, we were talking about barriers to entry for people, and that there's a lot of great RPGs out there that have low barriers. There's a lot that have really high barriers, but if people are going to just grab it and go, we wanted to make sure that it was as welcoming, as inviting, as community focused as we could make it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to keep the rules simple. Our sort of design philosophy with all of our RPGs has been like, let the rules get out of the way and let people have fun doing things that are fun.
Mm-hmm.
And John's really good at leaning into the fun parts of games and talking me out of really bad ideas.
So you're talking about simple rules. What are the core rules of this game?
Sure. So the core rules are that you have 6 stats, and whenever you try to do something that runs the risk of failure, you have to roll for those stats. Each stat has a polyhedral die associated with it, from a D4 to a D20, and the size of the die indicates how good you are at the thing. So my character has a D4 in fight, so he's not going to be the scrapper. But if it's time to run away for something, he has a D20 in flight, so he's going to be your go-to run away from problems guy.
Oh, we lost Markia.
Oh. Will be a little wonky. I like though that's still in on Twitch. I'm perfectly framed.
Yes, you are.
Liz, you do kind of. You're like lingering in the corner a little.
Where should I go? Here? Is that...
No, now you're completely off.
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
great.
move. Yeah.
All right, because I know as soon as I fix it, guess who's going to show back up?
Right.
At least get me into the frame here.
I've got the side of you.
There we go.
Oh.
Hello, I'm in
Love
2
it.
frames. Doesn't that look fun? All right. Well, hopefully Markia can come back. All right. So we are going to do a little bit of character creation because I find in a game like Kids on Bikes, character creation is just as much of the game as playing the game in and of itself. There are a lot of fun questions. There's a lot of, like you were saying, Doug, a lot of that community building that the people around the table get to build everything. So I thoroughly enjoy it. So I got my markers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm ready. I went through the book today and I am ready. Okay. So, relationship questions. We have some names for everyone. So why don't we first kind of introduce your character each, and then we'll answer some questions about everything. Mm-hmm. So, Doug Skateboard.
First of all, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to name him after you.
Let's get weird.
That was part of the poking of the fun. I'm like, you picked, that's such a simple name. And meanwhile,
I'm going to, first of all, extend his name to Douglas so we don't get confused. And yes, so we're talking about Douglas Skateboard, who I believe is in what's the name of the class? Oh, I forgot it immediately. What did you say?
The trope.
Yeah, the trope.
You are the Laid back slacker.
Laid back slacker. This is my second time playing Kids on Bikes. Kids on Bikes is actually like one of the first RPGs I played ever.
That was your first time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Before that, I had played like a one shot of some super indie PDF, but this is the first one with proper dice and such.
Oh, cool.
So as I recall, there's so much of this is built in the questions we ask each other, what we are to each other, and also the backstory of the town. So my character is Douglas Skateboard, a slacker. He is, of course, a skateboarding enthusiast. He's not very good at it. Age 14. And are we talking about strengths and flaws right now, or just introducing?
Yeah, because we each get to choose 2 of each.
Mm-hmm.
So which ones are you choosing?
I think rebellious is a given. And I also chose easygoing because, you know, he's rebellious, but doesn't try too hard at it.
He's laid back.
Just is. Yeah, I'm excited to see how Douglas and his good skateboard does in the fight. Mm-hmm.
All right, and we have Greg Mulvey.
Yeah, so Greg Mulvey is a wannabe. He thinks this hat looks great. He thinks this shirt looks awesome. So he's got it all wrong. He is 16 years old, and my strengths are, in addition to rebellious, that all teens get, he's also wealthy and unassuming. And his flaws are that he is blunt and cowardly. So he's used to hiding from and or running away from his problems. Or spending money to make them go away. I'm not above bribing somebody to not get me. Or invite me to their party. Or both.
So maybe I misheard, sir. You are wealthy then?
I am, yeah.
Oh, good. I mean, it's not like I'm going to want your money or anything, but if you can buy me more tinfoil, that would be great.
Tinfoil's pretty cheap.
If you pretend,
yeah, I don't have a job. Teenagers have jobs. It's fine.
Fair point.
All right, and that brings us to, you said Ida?
Ida. Yes.
Yeah, Ida Tinfoil Tenya.
Yeah, hello. My name is Ida. It's not the name my mom gave me, but I really like anime, so I named myself after my favorite anime character. I also believe almost everything I read and that I see, because why wouldn't I? I'm 16 and that's how you learn. Let me look at my stats to decide how I can intuit those qualities. I think I'm just lucky. Not by choice, just happens. It's really the only reason I'm alive. I walk across the street a lot, don't look both ways, because I don't believe in that. Laws are meant to be broken.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh, no.
Oh, gracious.
I think I would have to be intuitive, but it's not like a true intuition. It's like a kid's intuition, which is often colored by the media they consume, and that may not be the best source of information. Yeah, I picked 2. Those are my strengths. That's what I'm great at.
What are you bad at? What are your flaws?
Oh, no. Has anybody taken obnoxious?
No.
I might be a little obnoxious to be around. Like, because I believe in absolutely everything, and I have to regurgitate that information to everybody, nobody wants to hear it. Oh, ignorant. I mean, because I don't know any better, you know? I take it all in. I'm like, all of this is true. It's all contradicting, and I believe all of it. So we're going to reframe ignorance as not a wholly bad thing. It's just like, I'm a kid that don't know any better.
All right. So that brings us to our relationships. So Douglas Skateboard.
Yes.
Pick a character, another player.
Greg.
All right. Now roll a d20.
Using the app. think that's a 1.
Yeah, it is a 1.
Oop.
So when did Greg what did Greg do for you that makes you owe them a debt you can't repay?
Oh, geez. Okay. Huh.
Dang, this wanna be what he doing. Like,
What did he do? So I get in a lot of skateboard accidents, right? Just sometimes you're going into the bowl and you overshoot it, and I was doing a skateboard down in a place that I was not supposed to be, in an abandoned warehouse, and I got a big I got a big injury, and Greg heard me hollering from inside the warehouse and was the one who took me to the ER, and now I have to he's not responsible for my life, but it feels that way, and I, as someone who hates responsibility, I hate that so much. I'm so mad at it.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have Ida, roll D20.
D20?
Yep.
Oh, I clicked it and it's saying ... rolling the dice. Here we are. I got a 12.
12. Okay, what character would you like a relationship with today at this
Let's
moment?
go skateboard friend.
Yeah.
Skateboard friend. Okay,
Call.
12. Why do you have a bond with this character that can never be broken?
Because they taught me all that I know about skateboarding, and I believe every single ounce of it, especially that if you ride a skateboard really fast down a hill, eventually you'll gain enough speed to go flying. Still working on it. I mostly just scrape up my knees, but they are a wealth full of knowledge, and I gotta be friends with people who have information.
But exactly, this one thing, though.
Really, that's just that one piece of information.
Real narrow.
You can fly if you go really fast down a hill.
I believe it.
Says this child.
Skateboard in your last name. You've got to be an expert.
It's not my legal name.
I'm a kid. I don't know.
What if, though? Actually.
Greg, give me a D20 roll, please.
Nope, that's not how you do it.
Forward
I-
slash.
All right.
That's all right. You were almost there. 5. All right, pick a character.
Ida.
Why do you care about this character more than they care about you?
Ooh. Because, oh man.
I mean, I can offer you some suggestions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simply that you think that I am so cool.
That's what we call advocating for yourself.
What?
It's important.
All right.
No?
So I saw you while you were practicing a skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
And because that's what we're calling skateboarding, right? Doing a skateboard, right?
Yes, that's how kids do it.
Okay. So you were doing a skateboard and you went down this hill so fast and started flying. And then you went out of view. So I didn't see you crash.
Oh my gosh. Oh
But-
no.
But I'm like, yo, I gotta learn. I need to know how do they fly?
I've proven the science.
Mm-hmm.
I know all about science.
Yeah.
I read a
Great.
book, at least that had the word science on it.
Is Greg just like a witness to all accidents?
Seems like it.
He's in no place in all
He
places.
technically didn't witness mine, just like right before when I fell into that copse of trees.
I hear it.
Well, I'm so unassuming that people just don't notice that I'm there.
Aww.
Oh.
So they, it's fine. I get to watch people and figure them out. Like I saw a bunch of the cool kids wearing this hat like this. So
Like they were all younger than you, but that was not what you registered as cool. It was just they had the hats.
right.
Gotta do it.
That's
I'm
it.
a wannabe, but I'm really bad.
Oh.
All right. Just for standard for time, because this is a time stream. So the other character that you did not choose. So Douglas Skateboard. If you could please give me another Roll20 roll.
Is this gonna be 2 hour October, November
3.
person?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. Is that to our October, November person? Like for when she comes back?
No,
Oh.
to the other person that you didn't choose.
Oh, okay.
All right, you rolled a 3. What could make you betray this character?
Oh no! My older friend. I mean, what? I guess betrayal comes either as a result of being pushed through blackmail or out of a great desire. And I think that Ida, it's Ida? Yes.
Yes.
Has, what year is this?
1993.
It's, I'm trying to figure out. 1993. They have a PlayStation.
I'm actually a
And-
Nintendo fan.
Whatever
Fine, I can have a
plays
PlayStation.
the Tony Hawk games. No, Tony
Yes,
Hawk's
PlayStation.
or,
Yep.
some sort of if there's ever an opportunity that PlayStation could become mine, I will betray. Because I want to play PlayStation so bad.
I only
And
have
Mom-
one controller too. I
My
don't
mom
share.
says that I can't have it, and I've been working so hard, and my grades are great, but I got that B in phys ed, and I'm so mad.
Ah. I love my PlayStation. I love Tony Hawk. Pro Skater 1.
Which-
Probably just Tony Hawk at the time.
I'm gonna Google that and make sure that Tony Hawk was a man in 1993.
Honestly, I think his first game came out in 99 because I remember playing that on PS2 with my brothers. But honestly, it's our world, our game.
I also like that if it's just like fun skate time on PlayStation.
Nice and generic. You play polygons.
Generic skate moments on PlayStation.
With Andy
Skate
Crow.
moments. Yes. They couldn't quite get the popular one,
Right.
the true headliner.
So that is my betrayal.
Dad got it for you. And he was like, "This is the one you want, right?"
Yeah, Dad, I guess.
Thanks. All right, Ida,
All right.
roll that D20.
15.
What insanity has this character shown warning signs of?
Greg
Mm-hmm.
just shows up sometimes. I'm positive I haven't seen him there all day. And then he's just there, and I don't trust somebody that can appear. He hasn't confirmed that he has teleportation, but I think somebody who possesses that ability and wouldn't share it has to possess some level of insanity, and I can't comprehend that.
And that
Alright.
adds to like my mystique. I'm with it. Like,
You just like show up. Were you there the whole time? Did you just get here?
no, I just got him.
But okay.
Greg always just got there.
I just got there. Definitely didn't see what just happened.
No, didn't see it at all.
Greg,
Nothing.
go.
All right, Greg. Another D20 roll, please.
All right, D skates. See what's up. 10.
What is this character doing that's putting you both at risk?
Oof.
So yeah, Douglas Skateboard is Douglas. How old are you?
14.
14. Okay, so you're 2 years younger. I think are you okay if we're both part of the same church that our parents make us go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you have been letting other kids know about us taking quarters out of the donation plate
What?
and telling them how easy it is to do. And it's not cool, Douglas. Because if any of them tell on us, like, we're busted.
But I want them to learn the secrets of sleight of hand. I think it should be common knowledge.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to practice when you're not sitting in front of Pastor Bill. Because I don't, he was talking about stealing and he was looking right at me this one time.
I think that's just your imagination, my guy.
I think it got back to him. I think it got back.
Ah, well, consequences are for later.
All right. Looks like Marquia is having modem issues.
Yeah.
Modem. Oh, that's.
Honestly, internet just might be down. It happens.
Yeah, it does. It's definitely happened to me.
Yes, me too.
All right. So we are playing Weirdness on the Banks of the Green River, Calhoun and Rumsey, Kentucky, written by Kent Blue. This is from Strange Adventures, Volume 2, Emmy nominated. So congratulations on that Emmy nomination, Doug.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. So I am going to... First off, there's some content warnings, and there's some surprising content warnings. We might not, because just of time, we might not hit all of these content, but there's breast cancer, cults, deceased children, ghosts, poverty, Satanism, swingers club, torture, Underground Railroad. Because kids at a swingers club is exactly where you want them.
I would learn so much in that place,
They didn't even know I was there.
You just got there.
Oh no,
I just got here.
Greg, no.
Greg, no. There's a miner here. We have to get them out.
Do not be here.
All right. So this is the summer of 1993. The Green River in western Kentucky runs between two small towns in McLean County, Calhoun and Rumsey. Separated by less than a quarter mile, the two towns could not be any more different. Calhoun is the county seat and home to many thriving businesses and large farms. Rumsey has one gas station, and the few farms there struggle to produce anything worth selling. Calhoun is home to the best elementary school in the country. Rumsey has no school, and the kids there have to attend Calhoun Elementary School. The families in Calhoun enjoy financial comfort. The families in Rumsey, for the most part, struggle to make ends meet. Even the bridge that connects the two towns seem in worse condition on the Rumsey side. Kids riding their bikes across it swear there are more holes in the concrete. The only things the two towns have in common are the strange occurrences normally kept quiet by the locals. The only real news out of the area lately has been the strange death of Lucas Pines, whose body was found in a grain silo last summer.
What?
So, what does the group's clubhouse look like?
Skateboard themed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All of our broken
broken
boards are like hung up along the walls.
Yeah, a lot of posters.
Bills and yeah, definitely posters. This is very
Really
90s.
manifested my aesthetic. But I think like I took up the lion's share of decorating, but there's like little touches from the other two. So just like a couple corners where like there's probably like an actually nice chair or actually good for you food, healthy food instead of the 91 equivalent of Mountain Dew kind of thing.
There was not Mountain Dew, wasn't there? I think so. In
Drinking it
1985.
that early.
Back then,
Oh, it
Yeah.
feels
Has
so
to be.
long ago.
Right though.
Or was that Fido Dido's time? Was it more 7-Up? Remember
I believe
Fido
I had
Dido?
Mountain Dew or 7-Up at that time. The other one I don't know.
In 93, I was definitely at D&D sleepovers drinking Mountain Dew.
Good.
Okay, yeah, Google
Good.
confirms that it's been around long enough.
Dennis's firm was a paladin.
Yep. Oh, we have been informed in chat that Mountain Dew was around since 1940.
Dang.
So
Thank you.
definitely some Mountain Dew in 1993. I wonder if they like put cocaine in it like they did for Coca-Cola.
Probably.
Just a little
That's
bit.
pretty standard.
Just a little
Yeah, you know, that's what
Most
really gets you to drink
products
it.
had cocaine in them.
Well, it was literal Mountain Dew. Like incredibly hard to collect.
Everyone every morning went and collected the dew from the
Right.
mountains.
So expensive. So
Yeah.
hard to get.
You only get like a vial of it.
Right.
They were right. It is 19. Wow. Okay.
You're learning. So yeah, plenty of Mountain Dew in this clubhouse. Plenty of
Too much.
posters.
Excessive.
What if they were recycled in the 90s? So the bottles are just kind of like tossed everywhere. A
Yeah.
couple of garbage bags are just laying
Yeah.
around.
I'm trying to
Where
see if
is
we
your
can-
clubhouse located?
I think it's
Go ahead.
right by the river
Ooh, yes.
in like a little wooded area by the river.
Okay.
Like,
guess-
it used to be a fishing shack.
Yes.
Because like, or like an ice fishing shack where people used to hang out, and then so sometimes it's in the river and sometimes it's not.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
so
right.
like the bottom 3 feet of the shack are like really bad off, and all the posters are at least 5 feet up off the floor.
A little water damaged anyways. They're all kind of wavy, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But it's not, it just kind of has a slight moldy smell.
Oh,
Yes.
it's dank in there.
It all
Oh,
smells
yeah.
a little moldy.
Yes.
So, something is definitely got to be an allergen pretty soon.
You guys want to go somewhere else and just get a little.
Allergies aren't real. That's just your brain telling you that you need to I don't want to be toxic. I don't not be a toxic 16-year-old.
We gotta
That's
look
it.
at it, and I'm telling you, so let's get
I
it.
just assumed that this is what breathing was. So great,
That's normal. That's how your body should be.
Feels
Allergies are not
fine.
real.
I guess.
Mhm.
All right. So we have some points of interest. We have the Calhoun Elementary School. But in this case, since we're teenagers, we'll call it the high school, Calhoun High School. It's the nicest of the 3 schools in McLean County, but the school is home to a strange phenomenon. Many of the students and staff complain of losing time quite often.
I love kids on bikes.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
There's the Victory Video Rental, which is the only video rental store for 9 months out of the year. But during those cherished months, it opens the door that leads into the old theater and hosts bottle cap movies. Bring a bottle cap, enjoy a kid-friendly movie.
Is that the currency? Was a bottle cap?
Yeah. You bring a bottle cap, and then you can bring home the Goonies.
Huh. Okay, I missed that part of my childhood. That's really cool.
I think the video store near my house was if you bought like an adult movie, you got a kid's movie for free.
huh.
Like,
Not.
Oh! I thought, like, you buy some porn, here's some Barney. Like,
well, here's Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, and well,
Something else.
because clearly if you're buying adult films, you have children, you have to put them in the other room. You
Because
know?
we are
go watch this, kids.
We're not having relations out of wedlock, are we? Are we?
Not in the 90s.
Not in the 90s, no, sir.
Oh, geez. All right. And then there's the creek, which runs through most of the farms on the outskirts of Calhoun. The creek, or probably the crick. Call it that. The crick is usually dry, so a lot of kids and teens like to hang out there. The trees that line much of the crick are great for climbing or providing a shield against suspicious parental eyes.
Yeah, definitely. That's where our clubhouse is. Also, why crick?
Because that's what you call a creek when you live out in the boonies.
Okay, no, I didn't know that. Thank you. I've never been around a creek for some reason. I've been in the boonies, but I've just missed creeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A shame.
Oh.
I grew up near a creek. It was like so pleasant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
A brook, a babbling one.
I've been around a babbling brook.
Could be a creek. Depends.
I grew up, there was a crick behind the house. That's what everyone called it, the crick. Because I lived out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by farms.
Like so many new words. I'm like, so many like Mountain Dew was around in the 40s. Wow.
Mountain Dew, cricks,
Yeah.
world expanding.
It's
All right, so we have some other in Rumsey. That's in Calhoun, the fancy part, the side of the bridge. On the not as fancy side of the bridge, in Rumsey, there's Millionaires Row, which is a series of homes that are much more expensive and lavish than the rest of the struggling town. And none of the 6 residents of Evan Street are actual millionaires. But once a month, they throw a wild invite-only party that goes on into the early hours of the morning. There are many rumors about what goes on at these parties, but one of the more prominent ones mentions strange gurgling noises coming from the nearby Green River on these nights.
no.
I don't want a metagame, but like I don't want to go to the party because I think there's gonna be swingers.
With gurgling noises.
Swingers can be anywhere.
Yeah, what?
Just
Real quick, what's our rating on this stream? Just
We have a mature rating, so we're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
no.
All right, swingers away.
open gurgling. We love
There's the Mclaren Mansion, which is not a mansion by any means, but a large old house that looks like it should belong on Millionaires Row. It, in its long history, has been rumored to have been a safe house along the Underground Railroad, a haunted hotel, a torture dungeon, a swingers club, a satanic church, and a portal to another world.
It's all 5, yo.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
house can be yours for just $500,000.
And then Under the Bridge, an area littered with discarded beer bottles and cigarette butts, and also a favorite hangout for kids in Rumsey. A few old couches and recliners have found permanent residence, at least until the Green River floods again, around a makeshift fire pit. It's a cool place to escape the summer sun and a great hideout when things are tough at home, especially since the adults seem to have no idea that it exists.
Nice. That's where we are then. We're probably not, I mean, I wouldn't be on the rich side where they have
Yeah.
that really nice crick.
Yeah, so which town do each of you live in? Rumsey or Calhoun?
I'm a Rumsey kid. Rumsey is the poor one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if my parents are on Millionaires Row.
Mm.
I would like that.
Okay.
And Rumsey in the Millionaires Row?
Yeah.
Probably Calhoun, but also I'm probably never home.
Because the cool kids live in Rumsey. Yeah.
What's up? It's me. I'm all the cool kids.
All of my adult friends, because I'm 16's adult.
Yes.
All my adult friends.
Oh.
Goodbye, mother. I'm going to go see my adult friends.
She looks everywhere all the time.
Skateboard.
And we have some NPCs. These are some people who you would know who live in the towns. These are prominent people that you would be familiar with. So we have Lana Green, a single mom beloved by all the local kids. She was a teacher at the high school until she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Now she spends her time raising her 3 sons and being a survivor. The kids all know she bakes the best cookies that seems to just make your troubles go away. There's Jamarsha Lewis, the principal at Calhoun High Schools for the past 15 years. Principal Lewis is loved by most of the students and her staff. However, she has a secret that she keeps in her barn, near the creek running behind her property. Sometimes that secret escapes and wanders the creek late at night.
Principal Lewis, no!
And there's Miles Wilson, or Mr. Wilson, as the young kids call him. And it says that. There's lots of I's and lots of L's. Mr. Wilson is the owner of the biggest farm in the county. His modest house sits at the end of a long gravel driveway. He is extremely friendly and always hires local kids to help out on his farm for the summer. Mr. Wilson lets the kids get refreshments from the house, but you are not allowed to go into the basement.
Always.
Hmm.
There's always something.
Yeah, just
Got
always
lots of
something.
secrets.
So, and then that brings us to Dan Lincoln. Dan Lincoln is the state trooper who lives on Millionaires Row. He hates all kids, especially teenagers. People complain about Trooper Dan tailgating them in his cruiser in order to ticket them when they break the speed limit. And there is Andrea Mclaren, the oldest resident in either town at 94 years old. She comes from a long line of Mclarens who have inherited the Mclaren Mansion. No one can ever recall seeing Andrea out and about in either town, only ever sitting on her front porch. So I have some other questions now that you know who these NPCs are. What do you think is locked up in Mr. Wilson's basement? What are some things that you think are there?
I imagine I would have worked on his farm. You know, I would have helped out, especially if I live in Rumsey. I need a summer job. Gosh. So I probably believe that he keeps a werewolf down there. And that thing that sometimes roams about, it doesn't escape Principal Lewis's. It's really just the werewolf that normally lives in that person's basement.
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson's basement, thank you.
You're welcome. Just think of Home Improvement.
Yeah.
In the formal.
All right. What do you think Greg is in Mr. Wilson's basement?
I think there's some like weird satanic stuff going on there. I think he's pulling the souls out of kids, and I think that's what happened to Lucas Pines.
Oh.
He meant to just take his soul out, and something went wrong.
Clearly it's the werewolf theory. You know, Lucas was supposed to get turned into a werewolf and that didn't happen. And then he just died because the werewolf serum didn't take. That's how werewolves are made. It's either that or you got bit, but it wasn't the full moon. I have researched all of this.
But then other people would be turning into werewolves, Ida.
We have werewolves.
What?
I thought we just had the one werewolf.
I decided we have multiple.
But-
Right this instant. I've researched it in my brain.
I can't.
Okay.
Can't keep up with all the werewolves. I can't. It's too
Douglas,
many.
are you afraid of werewolves? What do you think is in the basement?
Oh, I just think that Mr. Wilson probably has a collection that he's pretty embarrassed of. Like, if we were in the future, it would probably be Funko Pops. But
I mean, if it's in the 90s, it's just like anime figures still. That was a thing.
and it's just like we all have our own private
Action figures?
things that we need to keep to ourselves, and that if it ever got out, it wouldn't be like detrimental, but it would be like pretty embarrassing because he has an image that he likes to portray, and I think that's what he wants to do. Just keep that under lock and key, just in case. Who amongst among us does not have something embarrassing under their bed? I'll tell you what mine is. It's never mind.
I mean, I'll tell you mine.
What?
Please
I put
don't.
my boogers under there.
Oh, I mean, that's useful though.
Nope.
It's not okay. Well,
No.
I'm trying to give you the out, but no. All right.
Okay.
What is yours? So I need to know. It's okay. We'll continue. I'll find out eventually.
To be revealed later.
All right. And there is this other kid, where Mac Norris. Mac Norris is a student at Calhoun High School. And for what seems like 10 years, he never really seems to age, and no one acknowledges his lengthy tenure as a student. He's just there all the time.
Werewolf.
And
Vampire.
And similar to Greg, he just tends to, like, instead of just showing up and, like, was always there, he's just was like, where'd he go?
Oh no. That's
He just kind of
creepier
disappears.
somehow.
Yeah. So Each of you, I have a question for you. For this character, like, you don't really know Mac that well. He's just this weird student that's been at the school forever and, like, never graduates. So why don't we get a roll 20 from Douglas?
$18.
What is this character doing to threaten their family's reputation?
Oh, geez. Wow. Threaten their family's reputation. I think he's from a very high achieving family with a lot of siblings and family members who have like gone to Ivy Leagues and are involved in local politics, things like that. But Mac isn't doing that well in school, despite his long tenure. At like he basically keeps on flunking out every year. That's why people haven't super noticed. Like, oh, he's just being held back. It's fine. And the reason that I know that is because we go to tutoring together. So it's just kind of like, you can tell his family's not really okay with him being this way, but it's kind of like, well, it's high school. Who knows?
Ida.
1.
What good thing have you heard about this character that you can't believe is true?
What good thing have I heard about Mac Norris?
Mac.
I think that it's simply that he does like charity work, and werewolves don't do charity work. Werewolves just like make packs, howl at the moon, and hunt in the forest near the creek. And he like is Mac a he? They?
Yes, he.
He. And I once saw him giving soup to homeless people. Werewolves aren't supposed to do that. Like, that can't be true. It had to have been his clone. He probably has a clone.
He's not a werewolf either.
He has. When have you ever seen him on the full moon?
When have you ever seen me on the full moon?
You got. Are you?
Well, I mean, last month we went to Chuck E. Cheese, and it was a full. I read to you like my Anne Rice book.
Yeah, man. Our reading party nighttime at the Chuck E. Cheese, the midnight lock-in. Don't you remember, man?
Yeah, but
it was definitely a full moon.
But wasn't Mac there too?
But that he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. I didn't remember.
I distinctly remember him just disappearing, like werewolves do.
Or like he does all the time, even in broad daylight.
Have you seen his peach fuzz? Werewolf.
Or just a dude who's been in high school for 10 years.
They're all fair points. Also, if you're a werewolf, full calendar. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do your extracurriculars, you know?
Yeah, that's very true.
Pretty
Being a werewolf is very time consuming. Thus, you fail school a lot.
Do werewolves have to sleep? That must be why. Because, like, if I was out every time there was a full moon all night, my sleep schedule would be messed up.
He also misses school a lot, so, like, he's probably catching up on sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm not gonna judge.
Greg, give me a roll, please.
Is it 8?
Based on what you know, how is this character different from the rest of their family?
Well, it's not that he's a werewolf, I can tell you that.
Excuse me.
Because they all are, of course.
Let's see. In addition to not being as academically successful as his siblings, his family is like very serious, and he's like very much like a pretty boy, and like kind of flippant about his work, and kind of just tries to coast through, which is probably why he's been in high school for 10 years.
All right. Okay. It is summer. Okay, let me actually just give me maybe if y'all can riff a little scene there. You are in your because I want a second to kind of take what you've all done and put together into this. So you are in your clubhouse. It is the beginning of summer. You're super excited because no more school.
No more Mr. Wilson.
No more Principal Lewis.
Just, I don't plan on seeing any adults at all. So,
I'm gonna spend the summer solving who is the original werewolf, and I am pretty sure it's Principal Lewis. She's the one who turned everybody else into werewolves.
That's a fair point. Principal Lewis has a lot of points of contact with individuals, and those individuals go out to their families. It's like a multi-level marketing scheme of werewolf-ism, lycanthropy, if you will.
Whoa. Multi-level marketing, lycanthropy?
That makes
LMLL.
LMLL.
Wow. I'm gonna have to really research this one. Greg, what do you think of MLL?
LMLW?
I don't know why I thought there was an extra L. Lycanthropy. No, it's the lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
MLML. It does not flow, and that's probably why it's so popular.
It's a bad acronym, I will say.
It needs to be, though. The world must know.
What if we did multi-level lycanthropy, and then it could just be mall?
Mall.
I think that flows better.
Great.
Mall.
I mean, malls are where more
Whoa.
werewolves are made. I've seen Professor Lewis there once getting coffee.
Nope.
She was definitely a hunting.
So question. Once we uncover the great, the plot against the humans of this town, what do we do? Do we take it to the FBI? Do we keep it to ourselves to hold in our hearts as a story to tell younger generations? What do we do?
We go to area. Oh, Greg, what do you think?
There's no plot. It's just not. It's not happening. It's not a real thing.
No, you're wrong. There's definitely a plot.
Statistically,
you need to believe me more often. You really believe me where it counts when it comes to skateboarding, when you really should defer to Douglas, because skateboarding is their last name.
That's the only thing that's very narrow expertise.
That's wonderful. But, I know about werewolves. When people have some facial hair, probably a werewolf.
So you think...
Or puberty.
Any bearded individual is it all bearded people are werewolves, or all werewolves are bearded people? Is it both?
I think it's a little bit of crossover.
Could be like the Venn diagram crosses over in the middle.
Yeah.
I haven't done Venn diagrams in a while. You just did Venn diagrams with Mr. Phineas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I did not go to that one, but I assume yes.
Okay.
It was really good. I remember learning about that 2 years ago.
Pretty nice.
We have a Marquia.
Oh, another kid has shown up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of like, a loner weirdo. I just pop up.
Are you joining our clubhouse? Do you know what the secret password is? Because I don't either.
We all forgot.
Yeah, if you could tell us, that would be great.
It's werewolf. You made it. The two of you voted to make it werewolf, and I voted against it.
It's easy to remember because it's all that we talk about, though.
Oh, because this town is full of werewolves,
It is. Anybody with a beard?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Thank you. Thank you.
Already into the branding. Fantastic.
What is your name again?
Oh, I'm October, November.
Cool. Do you live on the rich side of town or the poor side of town?
I live on the me side of town.
Cool. I don't know where that is. how else can I interject some stories to you as a character? What else have we learned about? Well,
What
Douglas?
what do you think is in Mr. Wilson's basement?
Yeah.
Oh, well, everybody knows that he's running a private fight club out of his basement.
Wow, that's
Is
What's
he
a fight?
fighting
Good one.
werewolves?
I think he is.
I need to see.
Oh gosh.
Like, I'm saying Mr. Wilson is hardcore. Like, totally.
Greg just thought they were stealing the souls of children. Honestly, Werewolf Fight Club is where it's at. Come on, Greg. Get with the cool kids.
I mean, I hope it's werewolves. I don't want him to be stealing kids' souls. He's a nice guy.
Either souls or, a lot of Inuyasha posters. Either or.
Oh,
Yeah, and Yasha figurines, Kikyo and Kagome.
there.
Either that. So it's just private spaces.
Yeah. Stuff you want to hide. It's definitely a werewolf fighting club, though.
I mean, that's what I've heard. And I believe the things that I've heard.
I like that.
So, question. Who of you was close to Lucas Pine? The kid that died was found in the grain silo last year.
How old was Lucas?
We'll say he's like your age.
Because if he's like young and like 14 or so, then probably me. Because I'm the baby.
I mean, that's fair.
I think I was close to Lucas. It was pretty traumatizing when he passed. And in fact, I used to not be this way. And then after he passed, I realized death comes for us all.
Oh my gosh.
Like in different forms. So everything is meaningless. So we might as well just follow our strongest inclinations.
Which is to root out all the werewolves in our towns.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think October's kind of like the coolest person I've ever met. I don't know.
I mean, a little bit. We definitely have to let them into our club.
I'm just really overwhelmed by how cool.
Greg,
I'm the
what
coolest
do
person.
you think?
October can be in the club to like bask in my coolness, but
Greg, October, November. This is Greg.
That's Greg.
I'm just going to witness who basks in whose greatness. Please.
Oh, well, I believe that each of us shines with our own light. So just try not to dim your own and try not to dim others.
Cool. That's very cool. Wait,
I was really into that. I got to write that down.
Oh, God.
October, you feel a cold sensation go through your body. All the hairs go tingling up, and it feels like, that game when you were kids where you would run your fingers along someone's back and there was like that rhyme that went through it that was supposed to give you shivers? Or was that just a my school thing? It was just a weird thing.
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay. It was
Crack the egg on
Yes!
your head. Yeah.
Let the yolk
yeah.
crack the egg on the head, let the yolk run down. Yeah. And then, yeah. And there was a spider one too. But yeah, it's like that. It's like that feeling that you're getting while you're all sitting here discussing werewolves.
Yeah, October definitely looks around just to try to see where like that watch sensation is coming from. Like you see her like literally kind of check out from y'all and she's just like,
October, I'm here.
Oprah?
No, October. And you can see manifesting in the corner of your clubhouse and everyone can start to see this, is this pale, translucent Lucas. He is dressed. October, I don't have time. I need your help.
Oh my God, I'm sorry for all of the like mean things that I said. I didn't mean it. You were an awesome person, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. I didn't die in the grain silo. October.
What?
I didn't die there.
Ask him where he died.
Where did you die? What happened?
It wasn't. Oh no, I don't have time. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a.
It was murder.
And he's gone.
Are you shouting about murder over there? You were just running around our clubhouse.
It was murder. Lucas was murdered. He just visited me. I thought it was Oprah because I watch a lot of Oprah, but it wasn't. It was Lucas. He wasn't killed in the grain silo, and it wasn't an accident.
Did you say where he was killed?
Yeah, can we go
Oh.
look?
He didn't really have time.
Dang it.
Yeah, I had some stuff I had to get off my chest, and that I probably should have let him talk more, but that's on me. My bad.
That's okay. If he didn't want to get to it, he probably had his reasons.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking to a spirit. I think that's only something Greg has done before, so that's pretty cool.
He's got his own priorities, you know.
Yeah, and Greg is over in the corner like this, like crying
Oh no.
in abject terror.
Oh
I don't know if he likes spirits
On
though.
the opposite corner from where the ghost was, on the floor, like pressed up against the wall.
Hey, Greg. Greg?
Yep.
You okay, bud?
Nope. Definitely not. I'm not. Super not. That was a ghost. That was a ghost.
But it was a good ghost.
Okay.
Do you need space in this moment, or do you need human interaction? Do you want me to give you a pat in the head? Is that
Yeah.
All right.
Slap me.
Just
Get me
give
out
you
of this.
No, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna slap you. I'm just gonna give you a quick couple pats.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Comfort achieved. All right. Woo!
I'm like only a little bit comforted. I'm still pretty messed up.
I think I did my best, and I think I did a good job. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Well, hey, Greg, I know we don't really know each other very well,
Yeah.
but I know what it's like to be on the other side of like a supernatural experience that you really didn't want at that time, that kind of blindsided you. And well, for me, what helps is if I have a totem, and you see October, November reach into her pocket, and she pulls out like a blue rabbit's foot.
Whoa.
So it's like it's just something that helps. Like I feel like it makes me lucky, but also it makes me realize that I am in the here and now, and I control my fate, I control my life, and I control my death. So maybe if you have a totem, it might help you when the next supernatural thing occurs.
Would my hat work?
Hats are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my hat's really cool. Okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. You know.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty nondescript hat.
Hey, October, I was going to wait for a more climactic moment to say this, but I think it's pretty clear that you're cooler than I am.
We're all cool, Greg. It's like not even a contest.
I don't know. They're the kind of. I mean, she's cooler than all of us, I think.
Because if it were a contest, handily, you would be the winner. Like,
Yeah, definitely the winner.
Number one.
No runoff.
But
pretty
I'm
much.
glad
Gold
it's not a
medal.
contest.
You just see October like kind of like look down, and she's just like there's a little smile, and she's like she hunches over just like a little bit. She's like, thanks. I kind of been choosing to be alone after Lucas's passing, his murder, and I just haven't let anybody close. So I really appreciate all of you.
I would love to solve a murder. I have seen so many of these on TV, and like, I think I'm pretty much a professional. I think I've seen Murder, She Wrote. So we're good.
I would prefer that a murder never occurred in the first place, but you know, activities for the weekend are activities for the weekend. Especially for Lucas, who I had social studies with, and it, you know, cool kid, as I recall. So yeah, let's figure it out, man.
Also, Douglas, it's Tuesday.
What? Oh no, I gotta go home. I haven't talked to my mom in a week.
I mean, can we meet back here? I wanted to go. Okay, let's be real. If Mr. Wilson has a werewolf fighting club in his basement, Lucas was probably in the werewolf fighting club, didn't make it. And to cover up his tracks, Mr. Lucas left his body in the silo.
I just, like, I could wrap my mind around the werewolf fight club, but to have underage children participate in the werewolf fight club, that just seems like, man, just a real stroke of evil, you know? Don't care for it.
Like a were cub fight club. That's wrong.
Whoa.
Oh, that's even worse.
Ugh.
I mean, that was my only theory.
And I don't think kids can join multi-level marketing plans.
Yeah. What kind of assets do they have in the first place? What kind of networks do they have? They don't. They're kids.
Yeah.
Your
My dad wouldn't let
skateboard
me-
isn't an asset.
My skateboard. My greatest possession.
My PS2 with Tony Hawk. That's my asset.
Oh, don't you mention that PS2. Just steam coming out of the... No, I'm gonna go talk to my mom.
Okay, so you have a murder to solve. Where? How? What are you going to do to begin sleuthing?
I gave you my plan.
Um,
October might have something a little bit more solid. Like,
Maybe we should start looking through Lucas's things. Maybe there'd be a clue towards who might have wanted to get him out of the way.
so our school?
we could go to his locker.
We could look in his locker. I might still remember the combination, and if I don't, I can punch it.
Did they leave all his stuff in his locker?
Wouldn't you?
No, maybe they didn't think about clearing it out yet.
Huh.
Maybe it's a memorial.
I like that. You know, kids put whatever kids have around it. You know, that kind of represented their memories of Lucas.
Little sticky hands. Just a
Yeah.
lot of those.
Some pogs.
Maybe there's like false bottom or false top with stuff in it that he wanted to keep hidden.
Ooh.
I'm not saying everybody does that, but I do.
Cool. You're
Why
very
wouldn't you do-
mysterious.
Of course. Let's head to the school then.
Yeah.
All right. You head up to the Red Brick. This building, it's red brick. It's one level. It was very much built in the 70s. It's like cinder block walls inside with what's that floor that was like really popular that they used that had like chips in it, almost like chips of stone all in it?
Linoleum? Not
Linoleum?
linoleum.
I don't think it was linoleum.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was in all the schools.
The school floor.
Yeah, the school floor. The school floor. And it had like that mint green runners along the floor as well, with the cinder block walls that were painted like orange and brown, and they've never been updated. With like, you know, those sunset bursts on the walls and stuff.
Are those the school colors, orange and brown?
Yeah, orange and brown with a touch
Ugh.
of yellow.
Oh yeah, of
Ugh.
course.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love
And
our school.
you arrive there. There's not much activity going on there. You still see a few cars in the parking lot. You know, those are in the school, the teacher parking lot. But school let out yesterday, so you don't see much activity.
Hmm.
Do you know where the locker is, October?
Yeah, yeah. Back when Lucas and I didn't get along, I would put marks on it every day. So I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Greg and I became friends. I think he just kept putting marks on my locker. And I solved the mystery and I caught him red-handed one day. And yeah, I've been buds ever since.
No one
Yep.
ever puts marks in my locker, but that's fine. Didn't realize that was a rite of passage that I needed to hit, but okay. It's fine. It's fine.
You're too young for marks on your locker skateboard.
No, I'm not. I'm an adult.
Nah, yeah, you're not. Let's go.
No. Skip.
Let's solve this murder and then you'll be an adult.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool skateboard. You're like, what, 12?
14.
Oh, yeah, that's, 12 plus 2, 14.
My mom says that, like, because I never come home and have real food and just eat Doritos and Mountain Dew, that I haven't grown. And I say, like, that's causation. That doesn't mean that it's the real implementation. It's fine. Don't talk to me.
Okay, we had a bagel yesterday. You have eaten more than just Doritos.
Yeah.
And the pizza pockets.
Yeah.
That was like last week, I think we found some.
Yeah.
We didn't warm them up or anything. We just waited for them to defrost.
Yeah.
October,
Thank you.
to the locker. You can see it's mark free because it's been cleaned on the outside.
It's mark
it's
free,
like-
but it does have all of the hands with people's names on it. There is a picture of Lucas, a graduation, like grade 8 graduation, like picture. And there's maybe some like fake flowers kind of stuck on a vase that's been attached to the locker door.
He was a real good egg, y'all. Like, super good. When he wasn't being obnoxious. He was super good. And didn't deserve this.
I don't think I've come by here recently. It's eerie. I guess I've just been kind of ignoring it.
It is locked. Who would like to try to open it?
I guess I will give this a spin to see if October remembers the combination.
Okay. So let's call that brains. Let's see how well you can remember that.
All right. I don't have any pluses with that. For my 2 strengths, I did intuitive and tough. And for my 2 flaws, I did picky and superstitious.
Okay.
So, all right. So just a straight roll of brains.
Straight roll of brains. And we are going to say this isn't going to be a very difficult thing. So I think you need, let's look at this handy dandy chart.
Ooh, I love me a good chart.
Ooh.
Like chart.
I mean, I could just ask Doug, but I'm not going to. I'm going to look at the chart. I'm going to say this is like a likely thing. So I'm going to say this has I was about to say DC, but that is the wrong game. It has a difficulty rating of 4.
Okay. So I have a D8 in brains, no modifier. So let's see what I get here.
You got a 4.
Ooh.
Oh, yay!
So what's that like? Opening up this lock.
Okay, so all of you see October is just like being close to the locker and being close to all these really nice people that have put things on the front, she's just like very shaken with it, and her hand is shaking while she's like trying to do the lock. She gets it wrong the first time and then spins it back around again, and then remembers what number she got wrong, and then goes and then like pops open the combination to open the locker.
Yep, you hear that click. Do you unhook it and give it an open? What's that like? What's going through October's mind opening this locker? This almost like the shrine almost.
As soon as she's opening the door, she smells like the last men's cologne that Lucas had gotten. He had seen this thing like his favorite YouTuber. It was just like all about this cologne. So then he bought like 3 bottles of it. Such a waste of money, Lucas. It's like, you're just going to get something else later. You always do this. Buy too much of whatever it is that you're feeling about right now.
It was Jonathan Taylor Thomas's favorite cologne.
ATT, yo.
Maybe it was called Lion Cup? Is that too?
Oh, precious. Of course.
So she definitely smells that as she's opening the locker, and even sees one of the bottles like kind of tipped over on its side up at the top of the locker. And when she looks inside the locker, she sees that it hasn't been cleaned out, that there are a number of things in there. There's a jacket of Lucas's that has some patches on it that she had actually given him. It's a denim jean jacket, obvs. And yeah, like there's like different patches, you know, it would be Kids on the Block, New Kids on the Block, like that. There's that. There's a patch of 93.
Right.
Ace of Base.
Yeah, Ace of Base.
Ace of Base, yes. Kids in the Hall, was that 93?
How edgy was Lucas? Was he into Cypress Hill, Snoop Dogg, Dre?
Huh.
Oh yeah, he would definitely have Snoop Dogg in there. He was literally trying to find himself, so that's why he would try to find himself in other people. So yeah,
Get a diverse taste in music.
Yeah, I dig it.
Okay. So yeah, you open this, you see his jean jacket. You see there is a couple of school books. Like there's even like some old textbooks there on the top shelf. There's no backpack though. But you do notice when you kind of open it and you pat around, you feel something in like the inner jacket pocket.
October would take the jacket out and like looks at it, and everybody's looking at her so she doesn't smell it. And reaches in to look at what's in that inner pocket.
Okay, it is not a 3-ring. It is like a coil ring notebook, you know, a flipped style. It's Lisa Frank, so it's very bright and colorful and full of bright dogs and cats. And yeah, it's a notebook.
She tells everybody else what she found, and actually passes the notebook, holds it out for someone else to take a look at what's in it, because she kind of wants everybody else to pay attention to something else so she can hug the jacket.
Greg, will you take that and read it out loud?
Yeah.
This is your moment.
Your speaking voice. Your beautiful public speaking voice, please.
Mm-hmm. You did a great speech like a week ago in our science class. So that's the voice I want right now.
Lots of resonance.
All right.
Well,
So, where is the note?
oh, I don't have a note because I just
Okay.
made up the fact that it exists right now.
Great, I'm on it. Okay.
Yay, improv GMing.
Yes.
So it is in it. At first it's just random teenage boy stuff. Just lists of bands that they want to check out that they heard on the radio, about the mixtape that they want to put together, and so forth. But then it starts to get weird. And it starts to, you start to see like 9:30 p.m. August 24th. They went out again tonight. And then you go further along it. September 3rd. There's a party going on in Millionaires Row again. I swear I heard some sounds. And they start to go on and on like that. The last entry is they keep them at Mr. Wilson's.
The werewolves. Do they come from Millionaire Row? Are they turning people from those parties into werewolves?
You're saying that my parents are turning people into werewolves?
I mean, they seem to be a party to it. Your dad has a magnificent beard.
He does have a good beard.
Definitely a werewolf.
One day I'm sure I'll be able to grow a full, luscious beard.
Just get bit by a werewolf. I'm pretty sure that's how beards work.
Wait a second. What do we know about Lucas's parents?
October, what do we know?
Yeah, Lucas's dads are cool. They're, very heartbroken. They always were cool with having me come over and, just be able to stay for whatever, playing Lucas's PlayStation, which was real nice. I haven't really talked to them since the funeral though, and that's on me. One of them's a baker and the other's a lawyer, but I don't know what kind of law he does.
But like that first entry where they said they're going out again, what does that mean his parents, or does that mean just like the vague notion of people going out? I don't know.
I think Lucas was spying on someone or some group of people. And it definitely sounds like something to do with Millionaires Row. And most definitely, we're going to have to check out Mr. Wilson's basement.
Have you ever talked to you about any of this stuff?
You mean like werewolves? We used to talk about wolves all the time. I mean, we wasn't talking about werewolves.
I'm not
topic of conversation. What's not to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what do they eat when they're not werewolves? Like,
just
are they vegetarian the rest of the time? Like, what do they do? Like, balance it out.
Do they go to the movies? Who knows? What movies do they like? Do they not like movies about wolves, or do they really like movies about wolves? There's so many questions about just that go unanswered.
Do they have body brushes like cats?
Exactly.
I was thinking Dances with Wolves too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dances with Wolves. Well, I'm not allowed to see that film because it is PG-13. Right? Gotta Google that one. Hold on.
That seems right.
That sounds correct. So that's what we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
It came out 3 years ago. I just happened to know that. I definitely didn't look it up just right now.
Oh, so then I definitely didn't see it because I definitely was 10. Great. These are all facts that we all know about each other. Nice.
All right, so we're gonna go home, get changed, meet up at the Millionaires Row. I'm ready to go right now, but I don't know about everybody else. I have my best mystery solving shoes on.
Hold on. I'll put on my dark hoodie so that I'm harder to see.
I'm so glad you're prepared.
October puts on Lucas's jacket.
Yeah.
Douglas reaches into the locker and pilfers one of the bottles of cologne so he can smell like an adult.
An adult.
Stretches himself.
Oh, we're never gonna be hidden.
I love how the hat's over.
Very
Over
cool,
the hood.
Greg.
Lots of coverage. It's important.
Thanks. Keeps it on.
Oh. Wow, that
Yeah.
ingenious. Should patent that and call it
Yeah.
the Greg.
Oh, it's a good idea.
I'm full of ideas. That's all I am. One great idea.
A big sack of ideas.
So,
All right, we're ready.
Yeah, let's go take down some werewolves.
Go to an adult party. Yeah.
Yeah, my parents did say not to come home tonight.
Why would you present that information in the first place?
Because I didn't want you guys to think my parents don't like me.
Oh. I mean, we like you, so it doesn't really matter what they think.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sounds like that's more of a them thing. I wouldn't feel like too down about that. That's them, not you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You start your own adult party. Right?
You know, skateboards and cologne.
Yeah.
It's,
And we could like watch Steven Seagal movies.
Oh, I'm not allowed to watch that for sure. Definitely not.
Nah, at these parties you could.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Huh.
Just don't tell anyone.
But I'm okay. I'm real bad at that. All right. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right
no.
now. Ah.
so where are you heading? Are you heading off to Millionaires Row to sleuth around, or are you going to Mr. Wilson's house?
Okay, so Ida would love to go to Mr. Wilson's house. They really want to crack that werewolf fighting ring and like maybe then solve the murder mystery.
Actually, yeah, because the showdown is probably going to happen at the big party, right? That cinematically makes
Ah, okay.
more
No,
sense, like,
I'm into it. Yep.
surrounded by adults, so going to Wilson's first makes sense.
All right. Yeah, I'm all good for Wilson's basement then.
Okay. You head off to Mr. Wilson's modest farmhouse. You ride your bikes and or your skateboards down the streets of Rumsey, and you get down this old like kind of country road. I don't know how great it is to skateboard on a dirt road, but
It's real bad. It's not a good one.
but you manage it because that's what you do when you're a kid. You take what you got. And you go down this old dirt road towards his house. It is like one of those old brick homes that was built in like the turn of the century for those farms, like old orange brick with white gables. But it's a little run down a bit. It's old. It's a functioning farm, so it's not a pretty place. It's kind of muddy. And it is like just around dinner time. However, you do not see Mr. Wilson's pickup truck, old beat up Ford, in the driveway. It is not there.
This is excellent. I've been inside of his home before, and I know that he keeps his key under his mat. Anybody even locks their doors, it's the 90s. Like in your on a farm.
Are you okay betraying his trust like that? Aren't you guys buds?
He pays me so I can pick weeds.
That's fair. That's not a real good, strong relationship. Let's go for it.
That's a bad friendship.
It's not a friendship at all.
No, that's an employer-employee relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I was mistaken.
Hey,
We're
now you
fine.
know. We're learning.
And knowing is half the battle.
Sailor Moon says.
Yeah, are we able to get inside the house?
Yeah, so you look under the mat, there's the key, and you unlock the door. Creak.
Extra creepy. Look around nervously. What time of day are we? Sorry.
It's
night, right?
Yeah, it's like evening.
Okay. So we're walking into a dark house. A dark
Yes.
farmhouse. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's around 6:00.
Mm.
Is there a light around here?
I don't remember. I was always here during the daytime. I mean, I know there's definitely a light around here. Excuse me.
Did any of us bring flashlights?
No.
I brought my dad's lighter.
That's really cool.
I've got a box of matches just in case.
We're gonna light this place on fire.
No, we did the fire safety seminar at school, right?
Yeah, which means, you always gotta have matches on you because you have to fight fire with fire.
Exactly.
That's what I got from it.
That sounds right. Yep. All right, if memory serves, I'm just gonna wander around until I find the basement.
You can take my dad's lighter. I don't feel like returning it to him.
Wow, very cool.
As you're talking, you suddenly hear, "Damn it!
Oh.
Running out of time."
Get inside.
And
Voice?
yes, you do recognize that voice. It is the voice of Mac Norris,
No.
the kid who is always flunking and has been in high school for about 10 years.
Sorry, give me 1 second. My cat decided to show up.
Okay.
I'll make
That
him be
mean-
on camera, though.
All right.
Yes.
Cat tax.
Yeah. Mac?
Oh, cute.
Little booties.
Oh, a fluffy friend. Oh.
Yeah, you see Mac. He is running up the front lane towards the house.
Is this a friend or a foe?
I mean,
Back.
he just kind of like is around all the time and then disappears.
Ida thinks he's a werewolf.
And he's bad at trig.
We're bad at math.
He gives food at home shelters, homeless shelters.
Which were
Oh, well then I
Don't
guess he can't be a bad werewolf then, right? If he gives food at homeless shelters?
He's still a werewolf. I don't trust him.
Right, what if he does that in human form, but then when he's in a wolf form, he doesn't give food at homeless shelters, but takes food from homeless shelters in the form.
What if he's doing that so then he can find easier food when he is a werewolf and
It's
he's
a
tagging
cover.
homeless people?
Hey, Mac, do you do charity work to lure people into your werewolf trap?
God damn it, Douglas.
What?
Hey,
What? And he looks up
do
from
touring together.
his. He looks up from his like calculator watch. That's really big and giant. And he's like, "What? No, no. I don't have time. We don't have time. What are you doing here?"
Solving a mystery.
You're looking Mr. Wilson's basement for
Yeah.
a fight club
Yeah,
or
the werewolf fight
action
club.
figures.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, we're asking the questions here, Matt.
Look. There's something going on here. I'm sure you know. And I need to do some stuff to fix it, but I don't have time.
Well, there's a lot of us and we're able to do things. So tell us what's going on and we'll do some things as long as you're not a bad werewolf.
Yeah.
Emphasis on werewolf.
Or an uncharitable one.
Mm-hmm.
When you kind of like blink or you look around to your friends, like in support of like, yeah, like if only you were a good one. And then when you look back,
Oh my gosh.
he's gone.
Well,
Mac, no!
Mac.
how did he? Are they that quick?
This always happens. Let's go to the basement.
I was gonna ask about the quiz questions. Oh, Mac.
He's like the Flash.
I guess he doesn't want our help then. It's pretty insulting.
He definitely went to the basement. He's not gonna get there before us. I want to see the werewolf fighting club.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, isn't the best case scenario that there's not a werewolf fighting club down there?
This is why I'm here.
What are we putting out into the universe that we want?
Werewolf fighting clubs.
Okay.
For manifesting the things that we really want to see down there, I want a big plate of spaghetti.
Okay. How about you, October?
Okay, well then I would want. Oh, I know. I would want a PS2 with 2 controllers.
Oh,
Ooh.
me too.
That would be nice.
I have 1 controller. You should come over and watch me play some Tony Hawk sometime.
That would be cool. I'd be okay with that.
But it's me. Oh.
So you head to the kitchen. There is a door in the kitchen that leads. First off, there's a door that leads out to the back. It's the back door. But there's another door, and this is the basement door. A lot of these houses were built in the same time in this area, so you're familiar with the layouts of these houses, because a lot of your friends and even possibly yourselves live in something similar. And the door has a padlock on it.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, heck rules.
Of October, get some meat tenderizer from the and it uses the steel part of it on the padlock to brace it against the door to pop it open.
All right, I
Whoa.
think that's some brawn here.
October,
Yeah,
you've done this
that's
before.
one of my many times. But this won't be the last time.
Really?
You'd be surprised how many padlocks there are in the world. What don't they want us to see?
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
I lean over to Ida and whisper, "Yeah, she's a lot cooler than me."
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, this is...
Yeah.
It doesn't quite make it. There some screws that on the bolt, on the latch, that the lock is hooked onto. It is... some of the screws come loose, and it's a little janky now, but it doesn't quite make it.
I'm
It's
a
been
little
painted
rusty.
over.
Yeah.
I'm not strong.
I haven't done B&E in a while.
Oh. Anybody stronger than me here?
Sincerely, no. It seems that we are all children who are not strong.
I mean, I can try.
Oh.
Greg,
Yeah,
what do you do? I've never seen you do anything in your life.
Well, let's hope you do this time, because that would be cool.
Doing the thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
How do you plan on tackling it?
Since the padlock didn't work, I'm gonna try to take the meat tenderizer and just smash the door.
Yeah.
Okay, smash the door.
Yeah.
Like the part.
Like what's
Smash
the basement door made out of? Is it wood?
It's wood.
I'm trying to go through that.
Okay, you're just gonna bash through the wood. Okay, that is going to be a little bit more difficult to do.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna
if you
say,
do it, so cool.
oh, which by the way, you get an adversity token, Markia, because you get an adversity token for failing that roll.
Got it.
That's gonna be like for let's say a 6.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Is there any help in this game? Is that like a mechanic that I can do to help out a roll?
Doug, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what adversity tokens can be used for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And your adversity tokens to help someone.
Oh, October.
Well, in that case, it's like with a jar. I loosened it for him.
Yes,
Yeah.
excellent.
I like to use the adversity token to help with this.
You can spend those after the fact.
Yeah.
If I make it, you don't have to. But
Okay.
all right, here we go. D6 plus 1.
Oh, so close, so close.
So
That
would my
adversity.
adversity token give him a plus 1 to that, or?
Yep.
Then I would love to use that adversity token for that, so that he can take down this basement door with a
Yes.
Yeah, so you get that door busted open. I think it's not quite like the entire door. It's just like you made a hole that you can like kick open a little bit bigger and then get through. So what was that like? What's it like when Greg just bashes this door down with a meat tenderizer?
Oh man, it's exhilarating. Yeah, I do my first hit and it doesn't go, and then I look at like this spot where October had braced it, and there's like a little divot there, and I just swing really hard for that, and it gives, and it's like this feels so good to have done something to help his friends. It's like this very pure moment of just like I did something and it helped, because like Ida before said they'd never seen me really do anything, which I know they didn't mean that way, but I took it that way, even though I didn't, you know. And so I feel Greg feels real good about himself. I feel real good about myself because I
is in awe, like mouth aghast, like.
Douglas is terrified to see this show of brute force from a very quiet young man, just very unsettled by it.
October does devil horns.
Yeah, so you see a dark staircase leading down into the depths of this earthen-walled basement.
I mean, can the coolest person lead the way?
October grabs a bottle of alcohol, of vodka, off of the kitchen counter in a rag, just in case.
Oh, because you also have the Tad Slider. Oh, geez.
Yeah. So then, like, rolls it up in the vodka. And it's a very high level of vodka. So,
jeez. Oh, boy.
Like, just in case.
Oh, no.
All this in a movie.
So cool.
And then leads the way, literally with this unlit bottle of vodka washcloth just like out.
Douglas goes behind with the skateboard above his head, just sort of like wiggling around, about to bean anyone who comes around the corner.
Yeah, Greg's still holding the meat tenderizer.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the lighter.
We're all raging.
And you start to descend the stairs. The wooden stairs creak underneath the weight of your footsteps. And as you begin to step down, you hear the unmistakable movement of chains scraping against cement.
I don't actually want to see a werewolf. I'm afraid of dogs.
Oh no. This is the total wrong place for you. But we'll continue forward.
Yeah. Oh. That's it. You got nothing to say.
Who goes there? Help us. And then you hear another voice. Help us. Please help us.
Are you werewolves?
No.
Oh, that's fine. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's get walk down. Hello.
So we turned on the light and we're like, all right, hey,
Greetings, change people.
Can we help you?
Sorry, greetings, chained people. Yeah, you see 3 people. They are chained to the floor because, like I said before, the walls are earth. It's like an old dugout basement, but the floor is cement, and there are like steel chains like sticking out of the ground, out of the cement. And these chains are wrapped around each one of these people's ankles. You can see some of them have scars. Some of them, one has a few bandages on them. Help us get back. Help us get back. Before they come, they're gonna come soon.
They who? What?
And to where?
Yeah, why are you chained?
Now, what's going on?
Cool chains, though.
Very nice.
Is this with consent?
No.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Okay, we'll get you out.
Fix that one. What's your names?
I am Pitar, the first one says. And this here is Lydia. And that's Frederick. Hi.
Hey,
Greetings, we are children.
really, I mean, I'm basically an adult. Can we smash the chains? The chains?
Third key.
Is there, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
There is a key. The farmer has it.
Oh.
Wilson!
Wilson!
So we're back to breaking the chains?
Yep, back to breaking the chains.
Why are you chained though? And don't lie, because I'm a human lie detector.
She is. I have
Really?
seen it.
Oh, gosh.
They kind of shift uncomfortably in their seated position. Pitar stands up. The chain kind of rattles a bit. You can tell he cannot move very far with that chain on you. He is not he can't approach you at all. And he's like, we are not from here. And please do not be afraid. And they kind of close their eyes and they move their head in a kind of strange, awkward manner as hair begins to sprout from their bodies. And before you stands werewolf people transformed.
I knew it!
They told us they weren't werewolves.
I mean, I'm really afraid, but also yes!
Came down here on the
Well,
supposition.
they don't call themselves werewolves.
They-
We are of lupine.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's totally different.
That's
Okay.
different.
I'm sorry if I was offensive in any way before calling you werewolves.
Thank you. We appreciate it, for in this world we have not received much kindness. They make us fight at the parties for their entertainment.
Oh!
Oh,
Was the
Mm-mm.
whole time.
I knew it. But also,
Look at
how
this.
can we help you?
The seeing.
There is someone, a friend, who has been trying to find us and trying to locate us. They said that they would be here. We didn't have much time.
Oh. You talking
Is it-
about Mac?
Zach?
Are you
No,
talking
Mac?
about Lucas?
Lucas.
October takes off Lucas's jacket and kind of like tosses it over to them. Is like, did he smell like this?
Oh.
If
Yeah.
you can't smell it off of that, she grabs Douglas.
Sniff me. Sniff me. Do I smell like your friend?
Mm. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Excellent.
We are afraid your friend was hurt. When we're fighting and in a rage, we don't have much control, and it was an accident.
October has to take a second on that one, and then just kind of like turns away from the group and lets y'all continue the interaction.
I mean, thank you for your honesty. We will do what we can to support our new friend. But we would also love to support you to get out of here because, I mean, as hyped as I am about werewolves, you do not belong here. We gotta get you back home. That's how E.T. worked. I watched that. I've seen that movie so many times as long as it came out before 93.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I've seen that movie so many times. I've only seen it once.
Mac said upstairs when he was looking at his watch that something was happening tonight and he was running out of time. Do you have anything to do with that, or is that just his own separate, issue that he was dealing with?
Oh, no, there's a party tonight, but we're afraid. We're afraid Frederick won't make it if he has to fight another time. And Frederick kind of is the one with the bandages on him, leaning up against the wall. And he looks up at that point. And even when they transformed, his transformation was kind of like a half transformation. So he looks like mid-morph and looks sad.
Who do they make you fight?
Each other.
Oh, boo.
Very bad. Not good at all. Bad eggs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If it's tonight, when are they coming? Are they coming right now? We gotta get out of here.
Please, don't go. Please, help us get out of here. Find Mac. And then, for the sake of time, because it's 4 minutes after 8, you hear just at the top of the stairs, okay, time. We almost, okay, just a few more minutes. And racing down the stairs is Mac. And he looks at the whole view, a little surprised at seeing all of you there. It's like, what? Why are you here?
Is this... We found him.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. And he starts patting his pockets and then pulls out a key and is like, do you have no idea what I had to do to get this? And
I hope it was with consent. Wait, how old is he? I take that back.
well, he's been in high school for about 10 years. So he's
okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was an adult. Okay.
Yeah, he's an adult. And he starts to undo them. I'm so sorry it took me so long, but I didn't know where they were keeping you. I've had to zap through time so many times.
Mac! You are so cool!
Mac, is your watch a time device?
Is this a supernatural thing or a space thing? Or do you have like a car? Do you have a car that you have to go to a certain speed? And then
No,
Mac, are you a man out of time?
I just calculate the meaning of the universe and find the answer of 42 upon my calculator watch.
Oh,
That's a lot less cool.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we don't have much time, so we have to go.
Yep.
And you see him, he punches a bunch of numbers on his little calculator watch, and then he gives you a nod and says, thank you, and make sure this doesn't happen again. And then the four of them disappear.
Oh!
Practice to avoid this again, or are we just gonna... Okay.
Greg raved?
No.
But I was right!
Yeah, you were right.
I was so right! Also, thank you. I love
100%
that.
right.
Like on every point, too.
Yeah,
Like the Fight Club, the werewolves, the more than one, the... Oh.
I mean, I didn't quite call out
Mac for his time travel, but I was thinking it.
We weren't focusing on that. I think we'd focus on it. Maybe we would have delved a little bit deeper and come to that conclusion. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, your theories were spot on.
Thank you. Also, October, how are you doing? I am so sorry about the truth of your friend Lucas. If there is anything that we can do for you, we have some stale bagels and some Mountain Dew back at the clubhouse.
Oh, Mountain Dew? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, my parents will let me have Mountain Dew. They're like, to rot your brain. I'm like, so will the world.
Whoa.
So
So
cool. Just the coolest person I've ever met.
And
Huh.
we can go buy more. It's because what we have at the clubhouse is probably flat.
Wait, you have money?
Yeah.
Is that how we always get the Mountain Dew?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah, right. Whoops.
Wait. Does this mean my parents are evil?
I mean, your dad has a beard.
Wait, they're making my dad fight?
We have a new mystery to solve.
New mystery to solve. And on that note, the end. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Epilogue, all the parents were making people fight, and then because they were all complicit in Lucas's death.
Jeez, OP.
Right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really intense, but lovely. It's like, I don't know, I really enjoyed that kind of story. Oof.
I love how Kids on Bikes is your children, but it deals with some really heavy themes, especially when you look at a lot of the modules that are written, even modules that just come with the book. There's some really cool themes that are explored with them, playing younger people, and I love that because you can also get a lot of different perspectives on these types of topics when it forces you to think of things in a different way, and I really enjoy that. So thank you, everyone. I am Victoria, and I am the host. You can find us again every Tuesday, same time. Liz, why don't you give us a little recap of who you are, where we can find you, and what you do?
Yeah, I'm Liz Anderson. I'm a comedian and writer in Chicago. I work at Jackbox Games, and I also appear on the Campaign podcast from the One Shot Network. And I'm also contributor at The Onion. You can find me on Twitter at Liz Anderson ____. Ha!
Markia.
Yeah, I'm Markia McCarty, and sorry for the internet snafu that happened earlier. It's still down, by the way, but did you know you can do USB tethering on your phone?
Oh
I've
my
done
gosh.
that.
Yes.
Your quality looks great for that.
Right?
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, we'll see. I've got a really good plan, so I'm sure I can finish my streams for today, which includes the Outbreak Undead zombie finale that's going to happen tonight, 8:30 p.m. PT at twitch.tv/Hunters Entertainment. I'm a host and producer for Hunters Entertainment, and I really hope that y'all can make that, and I really hope that there will be no problems with doing that. And if you love horror in general, I'm also a narrator and a story editor for Something Scary. You can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/snarled. And we do animated horror episodes every Tuesday. And I also do more stories for the podcast. So yeah, horror is my bae. So find me in those places.
Creepy
And on Twitter,
werewolves in the basement.
at Mark Party. Yeah, that's why I was like, werewolves? Let's do werewolves.
B.
Hello, my name is B. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. I am a member of the Broadswords, which is an all-woman, non-binary actual play podcast. I am a professional GM with Magpie Games. I currently run Root and Bluebeard's Bride, if you ever want to sit at the table with me. I am also a streamer. In like 40 minutes, I will be on Salty Sweet Games playing as 10,000 bugs in the shape of a wallaby. I am the captain of the Wicked Wallaby, and me and my crew are, well, I just want money. I'm not really sure what they're up to. We'll be playing Burn Bright with some wonderful humans. Tomorrow, I will be on Utopia playing a game which has a name. It's a game about Cats the movie as an RPG.
Yes.
On the Utopia channel, I don't know how to feel about it. I just like to sign up for things. Gosh, what else is going on that I can talk about right now? Honestly, just follow me on Twitter and stay in touch.
And Twitter is B_Zelda.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you. And Doug.
Yeah. On Twitter, I realized I forgot to do this before, but on Twitter, I'm at Levzilla, which is a joke one of my students came up with, and unfortunately, right when I was making my Twitter handle. But at Levzilla, I am a freelance game designer and English teacher, though you're probably less interested in the English teacher part. For game design, I've done co-created Kids on Bikes, Teens in Space, recently Kids on Brooms, and a card game called Aunt Agatha's Attic. I am also the GM for the Red Death podcast on the Roll to Play Network, which stars Kent Blue, who wrote this module as one of the players. And yeah, we're about to start recording our 4th of 5 arcs on that. So if you are into Victorian horror set in Boston in 1890, that might scratch an itch for you. So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be here same time next week. We're gonna be playing The Secret of Cats. So we're gonna be cats, everyone. Again, you can find me here. You can find me as the GM and producer of the Broadswords. I am running the socials over at Renegade Game Studios, and it was just announced today I also signed on with Kobold Press. So as social media manager. So yeah, woo! So you can find me in all of those places. You can find me on Twitter at Mimi Merlot. So thank you everyone for joining us, and have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for running it. This was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Ah.